Hello and welcome to a whole new episode of your program Culture Magazine. Allow me to be your guide through a journey of diverse segments from culture, heritage, traditional and artistic works. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to our episode. The Cairo Opera House is the cultural lighthouse of the Middle East. It presents serious arts and then others of Egypt's artistic and cultural identity, exporting a lofty image of our dear Egypt and exposing this nation to a diverse range of cultural exchange. The oud duo Dina Abdelhamid and Ghassan El Youssef performed a concert entitled The Peace Spot on the small stage at the Cairo Opera House, where the concert witnessed the participation of a group of senior musicians as the duo presented a selection of their most famous compositions, in addition to the works of senior Arab musicians and singers such as the late legendary singer Kulthum, the musician of generations Muhammad Abdul Wahab, Farid Al-Atrash, Riyad Al-Sumbati and Muhammad Al-Asabgi.
Today we are the couple Ghassan and Dina, Suna'i al-Oud, the Oud couple. We're playing together since a long time, around 18 years. And today we are in the small hall in Opera House of Cairo. We are performing and we have a lot of surprises. We will have with us George Kalta, maestro, the big great maestro. He played with us Oud. Piano, sorry, and we have also Amr on the pan flute. This is the surprises, and the name of the concert today is Buqat Salam, which is a small piece of peace. That's Egypt. What we see around the world and around the Arab world, that we need peace, and for that Egypt is the place of the peace, which is mentioned in Al-Quran Al-Kareem, ادخلوا مصر آمنين. That's the main issue, the main topic today of the concert, Buqat Salam.
Dina Abdelhamid and Ghassan El Youssef are the first Arab duo to play on one oud instrument, and they have participated in many international festivals such as the Oud Festival in Tatouan in Morocco, the Music Institute in Istanbul, and the International Oud Festival held under the auspices of the Cairo Opera House.
Our concert today is called a dot or a spot of peace. We all need peace in our lives. We need love. We need to have rest and to be calm to each other and love each other. So this is our mission today through music and through oud. Today we have a new version of the oud duet, because we have today piano with us. We will accompanied with piano by the maestro George Kolta, and also we'll have with us the pan flute. This is the instrument. It's like a flute, kind of a flute, and also it's played with Mr. Amr Samir. Also we have today with us counterbass, percussion, drum session, drum set, and also a riq. So today our concert will be mixing between Oriental music and Western music from our pieces. Yani, for example, today we will play together a piece called Miramar. It's composed by me, and it will be accompanied with the piano, and also the piano player, Mr. George Kolta, made his own version of music to accompany the oud, and it will be very nice. And as well the pan flute. Today both the piano and the pan flute are Western instruments, but they today will accompany us, and we will have a very nice and unique mix together.
The Dio also participated in the inauguration of the pharaonic discovery of King Psamtik in the Egyptian Museum and enlivened the closing ceremony of the 37th session of the Jarash Festival for Culture and Arts in the city of Jarash, Jordan. Currently, the Dio runs an oud teaching class at the Talent Development Center affiliated with the Cairo Opera House, and have held many successful concerts in various cultural venues in Egypt, and have won the admiration of audiences and critics. Our next segment is often referred to as the ballet's most beloved romantic comedy, based on Miguel de Cervantes' definitive novel. It is a heartwarming story of one of the most erratic and gallant man's quest for love, so let's watch together. The Cairo Opera House, in cooperation with the Russian Embassy in Cairo, presented the Don Quixote Ballet by the stars of the Moscow Classical Ballet Company under the title Days from Moscow in Egypt. The ballet is choreographed by Marius Petipa, Alexander Gorsky, Natalia Kasapkina, Vladimir Vasilov, and costume design by Elizaveta Dvorkina, author music by Lodvig Menkos, and artistic director Ivan Vasilov.
we are really delighted to be in Cairo and in Egypt. It was a long time when we are not here, we will not be here, and it's a great pleasure for us to perform in this theater because it has such a great story, so many great performers were on this stage, and for us it's an honor and a pleasure. And about the rehearsing, the thing is that our theater is very active theater, and we work every day, and the guys, they rehearsing every day, and they will start to rehearse, to perform, no, to prepare for this performance, I think around like month or month and a half ago, because they wanted to be on the high level, obviously, yes, and just to do our best for this. Yeah, it was a little bit challenging to travel, because we had a very delayed flight yesterday, and we arrived very late, like around 2 o'clock at the hotel only, and of course everyone was tired and sore, you know, like, and already at 8 o'clock we went here to perform, to rehearse, to prepare ourselves, and to perform at 12 o'clock. But it's still a pleasure. The audience is very welcoming. It's like such a, these walls, they help you to perform and to do your best. And what I want to like say, personal thank you for the floor, because floor is amazing. Yes, so it's really good. And the team is very professional, the team of the theater. It's very good, thank you. I will break one of the most popular myths in the world, that everyone thinks that the ballet dance is only technique and physiques. But what people admire is actually intellectual part of the performing, because every dancer, every solo dancer, yeah, and also the corps de ballet dancer, they prepare themselves very well. So they read a lot of literature. They are looking for study the character, to study about a little bit of history around this character, also the history of that time, to understand better. Yeah, because we are changing. I mean, and the 17th century was the one thing. Now, like, it's different thing, yeah? And we live in different time, and say, and the technical progress is also important in this point of view. And my like my dancers, they really like deep into understanding of the understanding of the characters. The Cupid, what you said, it's very difficult part and very important part. And if you have seen this, like the Galina Garmash, one of our the like prime dancers, she's like fantastic. It's like her, it's very good for her. This is a very good role for her. She's very light, and when she's like I know, jumping, you can see she's literally like floating in the air, and she makes this character very light and very naughty at the same time, you know, and like very lovable. So I don't know, like Kitri is the girl who's a little bit lost, like, and she's like very girlish and very childish and wants to play, and she's like she wants like you know, like she let's say in our language of today, like hard to get. She plays a little bit of hard to get. Yes, and my dancers, they work a lot, like really a lot, and they even though then the official like rehearsal is over, they still like standing in the class, and they like talking, they discussing, they like looking for some characters, they watching different videos of other performance to understand maybe this or maybe that, because you know everyone is very individual. You cannot like you can watch Don Quixote like I don't know 15 times of different performers, and it will not be the same. You can say okay, story is the same more or less, yeah. Costumes is the same more or less, music is the same more or less, but it's all different. Every book itself, maybe don't kill me please, but it's a little bit boring. It's difficult to read because it's long, and like you need to really love the Spanish literature, love Cervantes to read it. Yes, I love it personally. When I was in the university, I like wrote the report for this book, but the ballet itself, it's only the, let's say it's the wedding, yeah, and the wedding and the love story a little bit. It's not the whole story of the Don Quixote. And about the dynamic, yes, in our version of the ballet, for example, Natalia Kasatkin and Vladimir Vasilyev, they added more grotesque figures, and they like put more grotesque on the figures of the main characters. So they showed like the human side of of these characters, because normally when we read the book we imagine, yeah, we don't know these people, but actually the Kitri can be your neighbor, I don't know, and Basilio can be your neighbor from upstairs, and you can say, okay, me personally, I like to, you know, to put some kind of features on the in the real life of the characters, on the real life people, and you can actually see they're all around us. So it's also very interesting to learn to study from people around us, from the human nature. Regarding Don Quixote, it's the funniest ballet in general, like from the classic ones. Yes, what I would like to say, it's like the ballet of the, it's like show business of the ballet. You know, it's like the starting of the show business. Because, from my opinion, the show business started from this. Because the ballet was like in France, it was in 17th century when it was official. The first ballet theater was created, and then like from time it's developed, and it became, of course, it became most like fashionable in 19th century, the end of 19th century, and then, of course, the Russian school of ballet, it has more than 300 years. Yeah? So I mean, like we put, like Russians, I mean Russian school, there's this dedication, etc. They put a lot of things in the ballet, and it's a lot of discipline and all the standards and etc. But Don Quixote is the ballet where you can relax and just enjoy, because you can see how the, like on the second act, I adore second act, because it's like such a like party vibe, you know, like you can see everyone is drinking, having fun. You can see these two drunks who brought this girl from the port. She's like, no, actually, like the girl of one of the oldest profession. But you can see how they have fun. Also, here's the love story and some kind of playful, joyful moment between the people, and they all united and then just to dance to like and as you can see, there's all different cultures also in this act. So, and they at the end they all united, they dance together, they sing together. Actually, what we do, I don't know, centuries, yeah, like it's all the unites people and different races, nations, and I don't know, skin colors. As like from my experience, what I would say, discipline. And do not fix on how do you look like, but fix on your like technique. Of course, I would like to say inner self, but it's like everyone says now. But as for me, for ballet, it's a work, it's a hard work, and the talent is maybe 10% of this hard work. Yes, and if I know, like for example, a lot of dancers, they will say it when they were little, no, you're not a good dancer, you cannot jump, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, and they start to work. They stay after class, they stayed after school, and they were working, and discipline every day. Like whatever happened, they worked. For example, Galina, as you mentioned, she was doing Cupid in the first performance, and in the second performance she does Kid 3. She's amazing. She works, I don't know, like she always working. And the thing is, she's always doubting herself. No, if I can do this, or I can do this. No, I need to try this, I need to do this. And this is very important, you know, like always working on yourself, like developing yourself, yeah. I really would love, I maybe say something now that someone will create at the end. I would love to put maybe like, you know, like games of the gods, something like this, to bring the gods, put them down on earth. It's not the like new story, but create something in the ballet. Yeah, like, you know, like using like 3D mapping, like videography, different techniques, different like technical arts, and create such a story, like visual and physical, and you know, like audio visual, that will, you know, will blow your mind. In general, as you mentioned, like working with like live orchestra is much better, because okay, like the phonogram, it works, it's always same rhythms, I think, and you can see, but with a live orchestra it's also people, yeah, and they put something like individual in this performance, and you can say, like for example, my dancers, they have very like straight connection with the conductor, and they say, okay, no, please, here, or wait a little bit, like do the pause and then like do this drop, or like no, change the rhythm, make it faster, make it like, you know, slow. Because for example, our Don Quixote, the music, our Don Quixote is very, very dynamic, and music even faster than another like another editions of the Don Quixote.
In our program, we're always keen to shed the lights on the events that revives our history and heritage, so let's take a look on our next segment.
Within the framework of the Ministry of Culture's support for various types of arts and reviving the Egyptian artistic heritage, the Cairo Opera House, headed by Dr. Lamia Zaid, presented a concert for the Arab Heritage Music Ensemble led by Maestro Dr. Mohammed El Mogi on the Arabic Music Institute Theatre stage. The concert program included a group of muashahat, musical pieces, and authentic Arabic songs by the stars of the good old days, pioneers of music and singing. Among these artistic works and songs are I Have Never Been So Much in Love or Umri Ma Duqt Al-Hub, We Are Back My Love or Rag'in Ya Hawa, We Fell in Love or Dubna Ya Habayibna, You Sleep the Nights While I'm Awake, Ya Naim Al-Layl Wa Ana Sahi, and many more songs. The stars of the National Arabic Music Ensemble at the Opera House presented these works, and they included Radwa Saeed, Reem Hamdi, Hanan Al-Khouli, Noha Hafiz, Ahmed Al-Waziri, Muhammad Shawqi, Muhi Salah, and Ahmed Muhsin. It is worth noting that the Arab Heritage Music Ensemble was established with the aim of reviving the heritage of Arabic music and presenting the various traditional forms and musical styles to the audiences of Arabic music, such as the muashahat, the poems, the taqtuqa, the monologue, as well as theatrical melodies, through a group of the most skilled musicians and distinguished voices who are heritage preservers and have high-level performances on the collective and individual levels. The ensemble presented its first concerts on the Institute of Arabic Music Theatre stage in 2004, and its artistic activity continued after that, achieving a large fan base.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we came to the end of our episode. Promise we'll be back next week with more diverse segments. Until then, it's goodbye.